as a friend of mine, she's a psychologist, that she said, oh, I'm so happy you're doing this. So our children know that we didn't walk to this country with Mercedes-Benz.
Right. What did you think you were going to find talking to Iranian immigrants?
At the beginning, I was thought it would be more sorrow than success. Like, oh, I miss my country. Oh, we could have been such and such if we were in our country. But then as I talked to people, I found that I would say out of 30 that I did, only 2 or 3, which they came from a status, I have to say. Like they were from very prominent family.
Before the revolution, right.
Before the revolution. Right. They were the only sorry ones. The ones that they came from middle class and they found themselves here. They found maturity. They found growth, actually. Most of them, they had growth. At the end of each story, you hear, that I was prejudiced before. Now I learned something new. Very interesting, very interesting. And that got me going to, now even if we have a gathering, I encourage people to just tell their stories because I think it's very important. It's good that we talk about ourselves, that, at the beginning of the revolution, when we immigrated, I've been here like 35 years, everybody was like, oh, I was from such and such family. Oh, I was, that was the norm. Mm-hmm. That people were not willing to share how they started life here. And I remember when I started the stories with my own story, actually. And in my story, I say that, I came to America with $2,500 in my pocket.
Yes.
And the first car we had was a big Chevy, the rusty Chevy that my cousin gave it to us. And then immediately the night after, I had an email. Someone was telling me, Ziba Jun, I had exactly the same car. I'm so happy you're talking about it. People were not at ease to talk about how they started. As a friend of mine, she's a psychologist, that she said, oh, I'm so happy you're doing this. So our children know that we didn't walk to this country with Mercedes-Benz.
Right.